What up, everybody? Welcome to the Zoommates podcast. This is the podcast where we are just trying not to get canceled. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Eaton, and to my side, I got my main man, best friend for well over 20 years. They call him in the streets Cinco the Villain. The ladies call him the Philosopher Chocolates. Y'all give it up for D'Artagnan himself. What up, Felt Fine? Can you hear me? Felt.
Yo.
Did you hear any of that info? The intro?
I didn't hear anything.
Damn. All right. That's test number one. I gave you all the props. I said in the streets they call him Cinco the Villain. I said the ladies call him the Philosopher Chocolates. Give it up for D'Artagnan in the building, my man. Felt fine.
What's going on? What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Blessed to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure. Look, Felt and I've been talking about doing this podcast for a long time. We have literally years we've been talking about doing a podcast. Yeah. And so the time was right. So we figured this is the best time to just kind of really get into it and just go for it, man. Just go for it. So I'm proud to be doing this venture with my brother. You know, like I said before, we've been friends well over 20 years.
Absolutely.
We're frat brothers, line brothers. We pledged together. We sang together in the group. Like, so yeah. And at the end of it, man, we're just trying not to get canceled. You know,
trying our best not to get canceled.
Right. Out in these streets, you don't know what's going on.
They are definitely getting rid of niggas out here in these streets.
Bruh, tell me about it. I sit back and think, like, sometimes, like, damn, I hope none of our conversations are being recorded, and now we're recording
That's why, you know what I'm saying, we have the magic of editing, okay? You know.
Exactly. Yeah, y'all are not gonna catch this show live because I'm telling you now, y'all ain't gonna mess up my check.
No, man. Y'all ain't gonna, y'all not finna dox me. I know how y'all do.
Right.
I know how you niggas do it in the streets. I'm part of them. You know.
Man, look, we've seen the groups. We've all heard it. Ashy, Who Hurt You? What is it? What else is it?
Hotep.
Dusty, Hotepness. Yeah. We ain't trying to get on that.
You know,
so
male privilege is showing all that good stuff, you know.
Yeah. Now don't get it twisted. I won't be afraid to talk, but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. I mean, in respect to the ladies, I mean, as everybody knows, I love my black sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I will not say the Q word because they didn't cancel that word too, apparently. But you know what I'm saying? I love my black sisters. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm leaving at. And let's just move on.
They have actually canceled the Q word. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about cancel culture. One of these shows. Like,
and you know what? Okay, we can get into it a little bit now. I understand a little bit why they did it. You know what I'm saying? Because the wrong people are using it in the wrong context, and you know what I'm saying. So I understand, but you know it gets a little out of hand sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I guess the thing about it is, well, one, if you talk about the actual origins of the word queen, I mean, there's a lot that goes into this obsession that we have with royal culture. Yeah. Like, okay, and this wasn't on the docket, but this just kind of goes along with it. You know, it just died. The prince, was it? I don't know which one it is because I don't keep up with the royal family like that. Whoever was married to Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, right? Yeah. So he died on the same day as another legend that we'll talk about and that we're holding in the highest regard. But dude, they were like third cousins.
What?
Yeah, Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth had they had the same great grandfather.
Ew. Okay.
Right. It's so much. And if y'all watch Game of Thrones, like y'all know, it's so much that goes into that whole royal family thing. Like
we know about Jamie and Cersei. Jamie and Cersei was
so
same type of energy going on there.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, that's not what's hot in these streets. It's just not. Yeah. So I have no problem calling our sisters queens, but you know, not in the sense of that royal family
Nah,
dynamic.
nah, and if they don't, you know what I'm saying, and if they don't describe to that title, I mean, hey,
Then we just won't do it.
we just won't do it. You know what I'm saying? We respect
Period.
respect what the sisters want.
Unless you're on Clubhouse. Respectfully, Queen.
Respectfully, disrespectfully, boy. That we might need to have a segment called "Respectfully, Disrespectfully" because it'd be some disrespectful shit going on in Clubhouse, man.
Oh my god! Hey, one mic. One mic.
Yo, one mic, man. Y'all need to quit.
Well, go ahead, man. My bad. Go right ahead, bro.
Y'all be doing the most.
Yeah, straight up,
man. But honestly, in all seriousness, we want to pay respect and homage to a legend that we lost Friday, man. When I heard the news, like it really tore me up because honestly, ever since I've been a teenager, this cat has kind of been the centerpiece for when I have my anger, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not just anger, it's just like the brother had unbridled like passion, talent. Um, he was a tortured soul. I really hope that he's able to rest in peace. And you know what I'm saying, one time for the homie DMX.
yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? Thank you for all the music that you brought to us, brother. We salute you. You know what I'm saying? We honor you. And you know what I'm saying, the dog will always live, you know what I'm saying, in our hearts, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, man.
Much respect, much love to the homie and the legend DMX. He's
yeah.
legend.
Yeah, that term legend is thrown around a lot, bro.
It is.
But DMX is like an actual legend. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so you know me better than most, right? I like my R&B, real R&B, and I like my hip hop, real hip hop.
Yeah.
Right. And for me, DMX. yeah. I don't like the blend. Sorry, Drake. It's just not my thing. I like some of his music, but I don't like the blend. Yeah. But to me, DMX, I think the person that put it the best in terms of describing what DMX was Edward Bowser from soulandstereo.com, when he said he was the actual perfect mix of faith and ferocity.
Man,
right?
Man, ooh, boy, that's
right. Like and unlike a lot of these rappers out here, some that came before him and a lot that came after him, like everything that came out of his mouth, you believed it, right?
Yeah.
I sat up in
meant every word he said.
Yeah, and then when you learn his story, like, bro, I literally sat in a dorm room at Alabama State and read this man's entire autobiography, right? Wow. Like the things that he's been through, like X is just one of dude. Like to me, like I have a barometer, right?
Yeah.
I know it's popular. Everybody says, we always talk about Biggie and Pac. And, people will say, well, would Biggie have fooled with this guy? Would Pac have fooled with this guy? I think that if there was one guy that came after Biggie and Pac, that they both just universally would have been like, I'm fucking with dude. That's DMX. If over anybody else.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, man. Like, I remember the first time. When was? I think this is a good thing to ask. When was the first time you heard DMX? And I'll tell you when I first heard him after you. And how did it impact you?
Money Cash Hoes. Money Cash Hoes. Because I, like I said, at that point, I was really in my R&B bag, right?
Yeah.
But I still respected Jay.
Yeah.
Still do. So when he came on the verse for Money Cash Hoes, I was like, wait, hold up. Who the hell is this?
Yeah, man.
And so when I listened and when I listened to It's Dark and Hell is Hot, it was just like, yo, you got to be kidding me. This guy is ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first heard It's Dark and Hell is Hot, it scared me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean that in no, I'm a punk ass nigga type way. Like that shit was I was like, man, this is it's so visceral, man. Like damn, man. The first time I heard DMX was on LL Cool J's 4321 uh remix. And when he came in, you know what I'm saying? Like, LL doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's see who was the first. Like Cannabis was on the record.
Mm-hmm.
LL, I think LL went last, but X was like one. I think he was either first or second verse. Man, when he came in, I was like, yo, who is this dude? Because I was watching the video and I was seeing his movements, and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
man, this dude looked like somebody that you would not want to run into in the alley, bro. Like, and
No,
and
he
later on,
literally was.
literally, and later on, after finding out more about DMX, I was like, oh, this nigga really is the cat that you don't want to run into in the alley nowhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But also, the man has heart. Like he got a heart that you wouldn't even realize was there until you listen more deeply. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I listened to his Dark and Hell Is High, I was just like, man, this is so like there's so many layers to unpack.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes here, because you go from either let me fly or give me death, let my soul rest, take my breath. You know what I'm saying? You go from that to y'all been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Take the real partner, give to the needy. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, yo, this dude is barking. He's literally barking on records, and it don't sound corny.
It don't sound corny, right?
Like I dare you to go up to DMX and be like, hey man, you need to take that bark out. Yo, he gon'
Yo, have you ever seen the video with oh my god, what's my man's name that does the DMX impressions all the time? It's gonna irk me until oh man. But he's like he always does them. But I remember he was doing an interview where he was talking about it, and he was saying that he ran into X at a show and X's whole crew. And he had like a new skit that was out that X hadn't heard yet. And so the whole crew had kind of surrounded him. And he was like, he was saying that X was like, yo, I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? And if it's good, it's good. If it's not, and like he literally Aries Spears.
Oh, Aries. Okay, yeah, Aries. Yeah.
Who does probably the best DMX impression?
Yeah, he does. He does.
If it's not like
yo, I could totally see X doing that. And he probably was moving his head like this and shit, you know what I'm saying? If it's good, it's good. If it's not,
but yeah, man, like for real, bro, there are a few people like, and I say this not being a person who is a close, even a distance friend or a family member. Like, it's easy for us to say this, but I don't know any other way to say it. It's just like there are certain people where you can tell they're in more pain here than they are like not being with us. And to me, DMX is one of those people. And so I'm glad that he's finding or has found some peace. I mean, I'm gonna miss him, man, because like I said, this one hit hard. Like,
it hit real hard, man. Like, I mean, and I'm just sending prayers up for his children. You know what I mean? The women that was in his life, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sending prayers up. I know his first wife is her name Tamika. I think that's her name. I think so. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I know she's going through it because she went through the fire with him for a long time. You know what I mean? And X has 15 children, man.
Yeah.
Like, the brother, you like he said on Drink Champs, like I think it was about a month and a half ago. He's like, "You will remember my name." He literally said that when he was like, "Yo, you got 15." You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, "You will remember my name." Like, and we will, brother. I mean, even if you ain't have one, bro, like we still remember your name because you X.
I remember your name, and even if we didn't remember X, like I don't care what. There's no other cool nigga on earth named Earl.
Man, bro, like, I'm telling you, like, hey, the brother carried it well. The brother, man, I just, have you seen that Rough Riders documentary like yet? You know what I'm saying?
I hadn't seen it yet. I
dude,
hadn't seen it yet.
they did a good job. I feel like they did a good job talking about the Rough Rider story. But then you like when you hear X from his own words, like you know what I mean. Like we've heard interviews before, but it's different when you hear the interviews and then you see some of the places that he had to go to as a child, like you know, like the homes that he was dropped off in. You know, it's and then you read the autobiography, so you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
disturbing,
and
man.
that's one of the things that he said, man. Like while other cats were out there, you had cats that were hustling. Some of them would do. He was robbing, man.
Yeah, yeah,
He was straight up taking money. Like he
yeah,
stole a car once, and this was funny. I was like, because this was the simultaneously the craziest and most ingenious thing ever. Like
yeah,
he and his boys stole a car and they're joyriding, so the cops are after them. Right. I mean, so X gets a little distance between them and
yeah.
literally pulls up on a corner in Yonkers, and it's a bunch of folks out there on the corner. So he
Right.
pulls up, they hop out the car, all his boys take off running. He just gets in the crowd. and, and the cops get there, so they see the boys running, so they going after the boys. The crowd ain't gonna snitch on them because they all scared. Like, I really think that a part of his persona is what Omar was in The Wire, because like
Yeah,
folks were
yeah,
legit scared of X.
yeah, man. Dude is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, dude is real. Like he one of the realest cats ever. One of the realest ever.
yeah, most
So,
definitely.
like I said, man, RIP to the RIP to the legend. You know what I'm saying? RIP to the God, DMX. You know what I mean?
Rest in
Thank you,
peace,
brother,
bro.
for everything that everything that you brought to us. You know, and I mean, it's so much more we could talk about.
Yeah,
But
we could do a whole show on X.
we definitely could do a whole on X, man, because whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a whole show on it. But yeah. So again, shout out to the family and shout out to if this is actually true. It hasn't been confirmed this is actually true, but apparently Jay-Z and Beyonce are attempting to buy back DMX's master so that they can give him to the family. If that's
Oh,
true, listen, let me tell you something. If
oh
that is
man.
true, you cannot tell me. I don't care. I don't care if he goes out there and stands up and salutes the flag during the NFL game. You cannot tell me anything else bad about Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Sorry.
man. Because
He's
that's
helped too
what it's
many folks,
about.
man.
That's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're playing chess and everybody else is playing like checkers, man. Like
Straight up.
people be questioning their moves. And I'm like, man, do you understand that these folks are putting themselves in moves to make generational change?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, for black people. They're making they're building an empire. You know what I mean? Like they're not just out here, you know, I'm not gonna, bash nobody else, but some of the people that be talking about them, they
They
have
ain't
no
doing nothing.
name, ain't doing nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know,
So yeah,
they don't have no name. If you know what I'm saying, they got no name, and they talking about Beyonce, and they should stop.
I know what you're
No
talking about.
name.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
leave that alone.
So
I'm gonna leave
anyway,
that alone. We're just gonna
I,
call him Amanon.
I, I just get tired of that, man. I get tired of it. You know what I mean? Like I get tired of the wokey wokes, man. And you know what I
Right.
mean? Like they get on my fucking nerves. So anyway.
Yeah, I feel you on that. All right, so yeah, let's move on. I know that originally we were gonna talk about because to me, I think DMX kind of set the tone for this to where we talk about impact, right? And I know
Yeah.
that um switching gears, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had a huge impact on
Man,
movies, television. And like I remember, even if
crazy.
when you go past, everybody was like, they can't do it past Endgame. Endgame was the culmination. Endgame was, damn near perfect. They can't possibly continue. And then they did it with
It's just like hold my beer.
right.
Hold my beer.
They did it first with Spider-Man Far From Home. We're all eagerly anticipating the Black Widow movie. They're
Yeah.
actually saying that the projections have tripled because
Wow.
of the delay. The projections have tripled for the numbers for Black Widow.
And also the
So
fact that they're doing it on Disney Plus. So like people like me who are not going to the theaters, even though I have never missed a Marvel Cinematic movie in theaters, even when I was like out of town doing whatever, I was like, I gotta catch it, but I'm not going to the theaters right now. But
yeah,
the Disney
I'll
Plus,
definitely be watching it at
yeah,
home.
I'll pay the 30. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Easily.
take my mind. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, man. But y'all, yo, Marvel, yo, that's all you gotta say for Marvel. Like, bro, take my mind, please.
Look, let me tell you something. This is real talk. You know, for me, it's and for anybody that doesn't know, when I make reference to my family, I you know, I'm just kind of open book like that. My oldest daughter, Kayla, that's our thing. Like MCU, DCEU, look, you name it. If it's got something to do with superheroes, with comics, that's our thing. With Danielle, my wife, that's not really just her thing. I'll say this much, and I'll get to.
It's definitely not Toya's thing. She'll watch some stuff, but like she's not really into it like I am. She'll come along and just be like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah. She has not gotten past the second episode of WandaVision yet. I'm just gonna like kind of make her sit down and get through it because she's like, and to be fair, for even hardcore Marvel fans, it was kind of slow on the build up. Like we had to like legit convince. I was excited about it,
but boy, when it got to where it was, man,
episode 4, episode 4. I was like, oh, okay, this is what we doing. This is what we doing. I sat her down the other night and we watched the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. First, I'm all caught up on Falcon and Winter Soldier. And originally we were going to talk about the latest episode on it, but I think more so the overall impact of this show, the contrast of it from WandaVision and how it just kind of sets the tone for things going forward, I think might be just a little bit more impactful, right?
Yeah.
Because they went there. And and that's exactly what she said. The moment Sam said, "You know, I ain't playing with these white folks," she was like, "Oh, they went there." So
yeah, dog.
So I just, bruh. Okay. From your standpoint, were you expecting Falcon and Winter Soldier one to be this good, but to also be this daring?
I did expect the show to be I did expect it to be good because I mean, man, we got a fucking 16-year run, 16 movie run.
Right.
You know what I mean? What is it? It's not 16 movies, it's like 20, right?
It's over 20 at this point.
It's over 20 movies. Like the homie JL Covan was saying on another podcast I listened to, 16 of those are excellent. You know, at least good to excellent movies. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I did expect Falcon and Winter Soldier to be great, and I also expected it to be different than Wanda because you know the dynamic of the characters. I felt like this is gonna be like action. This is gonna be like the 24 of the Marvel universe or the damn you know what I'm saying? This is a bad example, but the New York Undercover or something. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We're gonna.
I get it.
Yeah, like we're gonna have some. You know, there's gonna be some running around the town, or you know, it's gonna be some shit like that. I did not expect them to go there with the race, though. I didn't really expect that, but boy, I tell you what, when they went to that bank, I was like, man, look, are they gonna do it? They did it. Oh shit, they did it, bro. They did it. I was like, oh,
yo, they tapped into three very important things during that bank scene on episode 1 that I thought were like crucially important. One, they tapped in on the bubble that sometimes Black celebrities or Black folks of some prominence may be in, to where it's like, you still a nigga. Like they tapped into. So Sam has been in this bubble of the military, then being this high profile superhero, being gone for 5 years, coming back, saving the world, and it's still like, nah, son. And then another thing they stepped into, I thought was really telling, how in a lot of these situations where you do have Black folks that are of some type of prominence, they are turned into somewhat of a minstrel show, and they're fetishized in a lot of ways, because the guy's like, oh, can you take a selfie while you're doing just the whole nine. And
that was crazy.
Yeah. And then I think the last thing they tapped in on was the reality of it, because we've been saying that in in the Marvel kind of, in the comic book kind of blurred space for years. People say, it's like, how the hell these folks survive? Like, yeah, Tony's dead. Avengers compound is destroyed. I highly doubt that, for Pepper, who didn't want Tony involved in any of that shit, that she's gonna sit there and finance all of them. Plus a lot of this was just a couple of months after, and she's still dealing with the loss of her husband. So
yeah, she's still grieving, and then also trying to raise a child.
Right.
So
the fallout of it is just like, you look at it and you see Sam, he roll up, he's in like the Dodge Silverado. Wanda was in like a Ford Focus. It's just, we see them and we see them as superheroes and automatically think, well, Tony Stark is rich, so they must be rich too. It's like, no, they got real problems.
Right. They got real, they basically brought them from superheroes back down to the human level, and they did that brilliantly. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that they went into, the fact that they actually went into that bank and dude asked for a selfie after denying them
for
the loan. After that shit, I'm like, bro, are you daft? You know what I mean? Like, I had to pull out one of the English words there. Are you daft? Are you daft?
Yo,
like, for real.
Somebody put up a meme and they said, now you should have known better than to go into a bank in New Orleans calling yourself a Falcon.
Damn. Well, there it is.
There it is. Like,
the dirty birds.
No, you say we don't give a fuck that you say the universe. 28-3, my nigga. 28-3.
It will never go away. It will never not be funny either.
It'll never go away.
It will never not be funny. And I don't even hate, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an anti, Atlanta Falcons dude. You know what I mean? I know you are, because you know where you from, but we don't have I don't have a dog in that fight, but you know what I mean?
28-3 will never not be funny. but yeah, man, like, and even beyond episode 1, man, when you see just how they kind of flesh out everything with Isaiah Bradley as being the first Black super soldier and then being put in jail for 30 years because of it. Experimented. Literally, the reason that you have the Flag Smashers now is because they experimented. So it's like, bruh, the fact that they went there, because that goes into modern medicine. Think about it. Like,
it really does.
Like, you think about it from the standpoint of, and I know they didn't touch on this, none of the Flag Smashers are Black. But all of them benefited from the experimentation on Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
So you still don't have, besides Isaiah Bradley, you still don't have the super soldier serum in any of the Black characters there. And it's like, when you look at it from that standpoint, you think about Black women having the highest mortality rate of across the board, right? If they go into that hospital, they are more likely to die than anyone else. And yet we would not have modern anesthesiology without Black women and the experiments that they did on them, right?
Right.
So it's crazy how it parallels. And I'm like, okay, they either Kevin Feige is like, I'm finna go balls to the walls with this and y'all can't do anything about it, or he's got some writers in there that are slipping some stuff past him that he don't even know.
And from what I hear, is this old dude Nick Spencer, man. You know what I mean? Like, he made a Captain America run that they're taking some of the material, some of the source material is brilliant, man. And I mean, the fact that they have shown explicitly now the difference between John Walker and Steve Rogers. You know what I mean? Like, the difference is, because at first when you saw John Walker, I was like, I hate this dude's face. I hate this nigga's face. Something's wrong. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know what I mean. You keep watching his moves, and you're like, all right, he got the credentials. He nice with the shield. You know what I mean? He's nice with the shield, and he's got a Black partner. You know what I'm saying? Battlestar. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? The brother can fight. You know what I'm saying? They got a real good camaraderie. He's a little bit of a dick, but hey. Bucky is also a dick, and so is Sam in some ways. So You
Yeah,
can't
it's
really.
different with him though.
Yeah. You can't really fault him for that. But then that last episode, boy, they showed the whole difference between him and Steve Rogers. Like,
Bruh.
and I mean, it wasn't just this episode either. It was little small things in the other episodes. Like when he was over there hanging with the police and all that shit. Like, you kind of was like,
It's
okay,
like, I know you're an all lives matter Captain America.
this dude is kind of a, he one of those guys. But they showed it. They explicitly let you know, if you know what I'm saying, for the people in the back.
You didn't know.
There you go.
He is definitely an all lives matter kind of guy.
Absolutely.
Which makes me wonder even more how Lamar Hopkins, aka Battlestar, was outside of him. Like, did he heavily code switch? Right. But I'll say this much. Wyatt Russell, who for anybody that does not know, is the son of Kurt Russell. I've been a big fan of Kurt Russell since like the 80s with all the his big run in the 80s. He and Goldie Hawn and
from LA and all that.
Yeah. So I've been a big fan of his for a long time. I've been, they actually made history as being the first father-son duo to be in the MCU with Kurt playing Ego, the Living Planet, and Wyatt playing Captain America.
He was the Living Planet.
Oh, yeah. So but I think that, and so I have a list, right? I have a list of actors that are so good, I hate them in real life.
Michael Fassbender, and who else?
I like Michael Fassbender. What do you mean?
You seen 12 Years a Slave?
I've seen 12 Years a Slave, but you know what? He did so good in the bullshit that was the X-Men Fox series that he kind of made up for. It canceled him as Magneto, canceled out the racism. He's just that dope. Like he's that dope.
I'm sorry, bro. I hate that nigga.
Who sits at the top of that list is Tariq from Power. And I realize he is really good because I haven't liked him in any role that he's played. When he was Ice Cube's son on Barbershop, definitely as Tariq, I'm like, this dude is really good because I don't like you in real life.
Yeah,
but
he was an asshole in that movie too.
Yeah, Michael Beach, who played like every bad guy in the 90s. He was from Soul Food, the one that was messing around with Cousin Faye.
You talking about Coach from Lean on Me, my man from Lean on Me.
Yeah.
I will kick your black ass.
Yeah, look, when what really
kick your black ass,
right? You know why I'm doing more to use Mr. Darnell? Because I'm tired of seeing our football players getting strung out on the field. Thank you. Sit down.
Hey, when you use,
and if you don't like him, Mr. Darnell, you can quit.
Yo, I did not know why the aggression from Mr. Darnell was so strong, but then I saw the whole story about Mr. Darnell. Like that nigga was like dating the girls or something crazy.
He was dating. The rumor was that he was dating the girls. What was confirmed was that he was actually he had some ineligible players on the team. They had shaved some points on some games. Darnell was a bit of a dick, right?
Yeah.
But in Waiting to Exhale, he was an asshole. In Soul Food, he was an asshole. In the video,
Soul Food.
Yeah, the video for even though Cousin Faye was throwing that thing at him, and I don't advocate for adultery of any kind. I'm not Derek Jackson, but what I am saying was, ladies, don't let Cousin Faith pick the plate. Don't let Cousin Faith bring your man a plate or two.
Yeah, man.
She was throwing that thing at him, and she knew, she tapped into the fact that he was an artist too, and you know how creative we are. Man, look, don't let Cousin Faith bring the plate. Don't let
it'll be a problem.
It'll be a problem. But no,
she said Michael Beach.
So Michael Beach, Tariq
from Power.
And then for the longest, it took him a while to get off the list, but he finally got off the list. Danny Glover was on the list.
Yo, Danny Glover been off the list for me for a while, but yeah, I get why he was on the list. He did a good ass job in and The Color Purple, boy.
Man, listen. But all that to say, Wyatt Russell has made his way on the list, and I'm conflicted because I feel like he's doing such a great job of making everyone hate him.
Yeah.
That it's like you got to give it up to him as an actor. But even the little bit of idiosyncrasies that he does during, like, particularly this last episode, like the twitching and the kind of the jerking and the shaking, like you can tell that he's like coming unhinged when he threw the shield and they hit the wall, and he comes through and he's kind of and it's like okay, it's the little things like that makes it so believable even after he killed dude. Right. If you look right after that and he put the shield up and you catch
spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning if you hadn't seen it. If you hadn't seen it, like the hell.
You fucking up.
Look, I'm saying this problem I have with it. As a person who stays up till 2 a.m. to watch the newest episodes, let me just say this. You have Disney Plus on your phone, your computer, and on your TV. If you have not found 40 minutes, as we record this on a Sunday, if you have not found 40 minutes to watch this show over the course of the last 3 days, oh well. Cap goes crazy and kills somebody. It is what it is.
Hey man, look, as a person who has a career path, job, whatever you want to call it, that I'm not able to watch, until certain times. I sympathize and empathize with those people, who cannot see it until later. And also for the niggas who got kids like me, and you be trying to watch it and the babies be running around acting a fool. Hey, look.
I got a career and kids too. I don't want to hear that. If by Sunday afternoon you have not found the time to watch this, I don't know what to tell you. But
hey man, what is it? What is that, man? Like you remember back in the day, we used to give people a week for the spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like nowadays, motherfuckers be like, after an hour after this shit comes, oh nigga, you ain't seen that shit. You fucked up. You fucked up. Stay off the internet.
Because you get stay off the internet. Exactly. You get you used to
That's
get
what
a
I
week
do.
Because all the new movies came out in the theaters, right?
Yeah.
So you gave them a week. The reason you gave them a week was because think of it. You had opening weekend and you had the second weekend. Those were the two biggest weekends before the major drop off. There's still like a 30% drop off from first week to second week. So by the end of that next week, it's like, okay, we'll do the spoiler discussion now because a good majority of everybody who's probably going to see it in theaters or makes it a priority to is actually watching it. We got shit on streaming services now. This shit is dropping at midnight. Like y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do something.
I can't really argue that. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, a week is too long. Unless you just ain't paid your damn bill. Which I also understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because shit happens.
Yeah.
But
anyway, like I was saying,
I'm sorry, that was a tangent.
When when he had the blood on the shield, if you look as it kind of pans him, you see his left arm twitch like that again. Oh, like it's just the little things that he does, and I'm just like, yo, this guy is really good because I really don't like him.
Was he twitching? Was he twitching before he? Because he was twitching even when he was waiting on Sam to talk to Carly, right?
Exactly, which is why I think they harped. It's one of the things that I think they harped on, or not even harped, but they touched on the PTSD from it. Yeah. How he and Lamar were talking about what they did in order to get those medals, right? Oh, you could see, even when he was talking to Lamar and asking, oh, would you take the super soldier? He was rubbing his head like he had a headache or a migraine or something like that. Yeah. He's actually been doing it for the last 2 episodes. So when I watched this episode, I was like, let me go back and watch the previous one just to see. Wow. And it was a lot more subtle than the last one. But it was like, dude is showing that even prior to the serum, he's not all the way there.
Not all the way there, yeah.
And the serum is going to make him whatever it is that he's going to be. It's just going to.
Well, it's just like Lamar said, you know what I'm saying? Like, the serum, the powers make you more of what you already are. Shout out to to the homie Fonte, you know what I'm saying, of Little Brother, you know what I'm saying, like when he was saying, if you got money, money don't change you. It just make you more of what you already are. Like, I mean, you know me, I'm gonna bring it back to hip hop if I can.
I knew. I knew it was coming back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, I knew. Damn it, I knew it.
But yeah, man, like, yeah, that damn John Walker, like he got problems, man. Like he need to sit in one of Sam's classes. That's what he need to sit in Sam's like post-traumatic classes, man. Like
I think he does. I think the problem is going to be one. Can we talk about the fact that what really put him over the top was the fact that you got your ass beat by a bunch of black women? Like that's what really.
You know what? That's true. That's true.
What really made him say, like, he's like, listen, I can deal with the aliens and the super soldiers and all that shit. But these damn black women.
He did say they weren't even super soldiers. Like, okay, look, so what, nigga? Like, so they can't kick ass just because they not super soldiers? Bruh. Who is you? You know what I mean? You ain't shit.
He could not handle himself with the Avengers, period. And I'm not even talking about the Avengers with power. Natasha, Clint,
right.
Ant-Man, Wasp, like all these depowered, they would tear him apart.
Yeah, man, he is not Avengers level. Like Daredevil will tear this nigga up. Daredevil will tear that nigga up, bro.
Bruh, I was just thinking that. I was about to say Daredevil. I'm like, and that nigga can't even see.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Iron Fist before the fucking fist would probably, well, maybe not. Maybe not him.
Maybe not. Not before the fist. Not before the fist. But
Daredevil definitely will tear his ass up. Fucking fucking Wish, what's that dude name? Daredevil's master. What's his name? Wish.
Yeah,
that motherfucker will tear his ass up. You know, he's a street level Marvel character, man.
So for me, it's just like, bruh, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of first, I think he's gonna die before the season is out. We got 2 episodes left. I think John Walker's gonna die before the season is out, and I think it's gonna be Zemo that kills him. That being said, I don't want him to die.
I don't care about him. I don't care about him.
Here's the reason I don't want him to die. I want him to get to another Marvel property and get his ass handed to him again as a super soldier.
Man,
that's what I want to see. I want to see you try that. I want to see you try that with, I want to see who I would really love for it to be, but I know this is not going to happen anytime soon. I would love to see you get your ass handed to you by Luke Cage. That to me would be
Yeah, I don't feel like they're gonna give Luke Cage any more play for a while. I feel like after season 2 of Luke Cage, he kind of done for a second.
Yeah. Well, they just got all the properties back this year. So they finally got Iron Fist back, they got Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. They got to do something with them. They obviously can't continue the storyline from the Netflix universe. But
hey, you just said something. The person who I want to whoop that ass is damn Jessica Jones. I would like to see Jessica Jones whoop that ass. That'll be so funny
while she's doing it.
She gonna be drunk and kicking this nigga ass, and then he gonna be mad. He's like, she's a woman. She's because he a bitch ass motherfucker.
He seems like the type to be like, I can't believe I got beat by a woman. Like,
I got the serum. I'm supposed to be the best. Man, shut your ass up, bitch.
Yeah.
So I don't like that motherfucker, man. I'm sorry. I don't like that bitch ass motherfucker, man. He showed the bitch. He showed the true bitch in himself in this episode. You know what I mean? Like I kind of, like when I saw that jawline, I was like, this is a bitch nigga jawline right here in this mask. Like, like when he had the fucking mask on, I was like, this is not my Captain America. What is this flat face fucker? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker look like a Minecraft character, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Like, bro, this nigga look like a whole ass Roblox character, dog. Like,
he just always looks like he's disappointed in you.
Man, this nigga out of here, man. Kurt Russell jaw ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got all the jawline shit. I can't even think of what the name of this shit. He got all the angles. He got all the rigid ass angles, boy. I was like, boy, your shit look like an L. Like,
Well, look, man, we're coming up on the hour. We're about 15 to the hour, so we want to just say, if you have not watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, watch it. There are quite a few trolls on the internet that are ashamed that that Marvel is bringing up race and this, that, and third. Yeah,
fuck
pretty
them.
much, man. Because you got no problem. You have no problem with identity politics when it's talking about somebody that's in the Midwest or the quote unquote flyover states and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't want to hear it. And right, the heartland. And Marvel has always challenged political norms and social norms.
Absolutely.
From the offset, before y'all even discovered what MCU was, back when, you know, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee had dark hair. So, you know, it is what it is. You're either going to take all this, and this is, I'll say this much before we move on. And you can definitely, I'd love to get your take on it. As a person who is a longtime comic book fan, a longtime Marvel fan, this is why a lot of people that are comic book fans, like long time, don't like a lot of the shit that people bring into it that just discovered the MCU when Infinity War came out, right? For a lot of us, where we know that Marvel and to a larger extent DC have always challenged social norms.
Well, not so much DC.
Not so much DC. They've had a few instances where they have, but
they scratched the surface.
Yeah, Marvel at its core has always challenged social norms,
right?
And so for y'all to just become these fans in the last 2-3 years, and all of a sudden you're trying to dictate how it should go, the hell with you, man, because it's always been that way.
I mean, it's also some of the nerds. They've been reading the shit, but you know, they've only. They don't see it in this way. Like, it hasn't been as direct. It's kind of been under some type of subterfuge or something like that. Yeah. But like now it's like, okay, I ain't messing with them white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're literally saying that, and the fucking white nerds, the Gamergate dudes are, oh, how dare you do that? Blah blah blah. We wouldn't say
this is how we talk,
black folks. You know, I mean, like, yo, man.
I'm sorry. This is how we talk.
That's how we have to deal. Like, I'm sorry, white people. Like, I hate to tell you, we have a whole nother language when we not speaking with you motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, straight up. I made a declaration at my job. I was like, look, I'm no longer code switching. I just don't have it in me. Y'all finna get this dude from Mississippi that grew up in the hood. Like, that's
right. Exactly.
That's just what it is. Like, but let me go ahead and clarify this. And I'm pretty sure when we say, depending on the context, because some context we literally mean white people in general. But for the most part, when Sam was saying, I ain't playing around with these white folks, we're generally talking about white folks with money who disenfranchise white folks that don't have money. So we're really saying something that applies to you too.
Right.
You know, but there's some stuff where it's just like, when we say these white folks, we talk about all white folks, but it's usually just the white folks with money. So so just think about that. Money, power, and influence, and use the power and influence to disenfranchise other people, including other white people.
For most of these nerds, you know, they're not even speaking about y'all, but y'all are inserting yourselves into the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you motherfuckers need to look up Dred Scott and John Punch, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. Go ahead.
Oh, we went there. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm gonna say. You motherfuckers just need to look up a little history, and you'll understand, you know, why we are the way we are.
Actually, the way that I remember hearing about it in school was not like that at all.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck the way you heard it in school. Listen to the, you know what I'm saying? Listen to a fucking the 1619 Project. Go fucking read The Color of Law, nigga. Go read the motherfucking Stand from the Beginning or something like that, and then get back with me, bro.
You know, if you don't read anything else, read The Color of Money. And when you see things that happen for the
wealth, or go watch the 13th.
Oh, man,
watch the fucking 13th documentary on Netflix. It's that simple.
14 too.
You know? 14
was dope. I just watched that the other night. It's really dope.
Okay.
So anyway, y'all educate yourself, y'all. Educate yourself.
That's it. That's all.
So Felt, we got a brand new segment that I want you to introduce, if you would, please, brother.
Yo, I like to call this segment Go Hot. Okay. And when I say go hot, it's like get out of here of today. Okay. So we're gonna do a variation of what the internet called "One Gotta Go," and but we're calling ours the "Go Hot." You know what I'm saying? Because if the shit don't go hot, then it go home. You feel me? You know. so
Bars,
that's why I say that's why I call it the "Go Hot." You know what I'm saying? The get out of here of today. So today, our you know what I'm saying, we're gonna start off light. We're gonna start off with breakfast items. You know what I'm saying, that need to get up out of here. So the first one is you know, one gotta go. Sugar grits, salt and butter grits, oatmeal, and what was it, cream of wheat? Was it cream of
Yeah.
wheat? Yeah, cream of wheat. Yep. So those are our four. So of course, for me, as a southerner, as a lifelong southerner, a person born and raised in the South, and it's not with that bullshit of you know, of sugar grits. Sugar grits got to get the fuck out of here, man. Okay. I could also get rid of cream of wheat, honestly, but you know, sugar grits can get the entire hell out of here. So I'm starting y'all off light. This is an easy one. Now, some evil people that I've seen in these internet streets, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all talking about sugar grits is this and sugar grits is that. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna be coming at some of y'all niggas, man. I'm gonna be coming at some of y'all. Some of y'all are you know, my internet homies, but y'all niggas is evil.
Some of y'all
okay?
are homies in real life.
Yeah, some of y'all
One of them
homies
is
in real life.
one of them is a close brother of ours.
Who is this?
The Ki.
No, what?
He
no.
said the sugar grits, man. He said the sugar grits.
No. Okay.
He said the sugar grits.
I
said you got to be
my brother. My brother Ki. Even my mic, you know, did whatever the fuck he just did because of you, Ki, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
The mic just the mic just sharted.
The mic just
on
sharted
sugar grits.
on sugar grits. That was perfect timing.
Yo, let me tell you, he hadn't done it the entire show. Let me explain something to y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this right now. The go hot for me is 3 of them. Because I don't like none of that shit except a salt and pepper grits. You can keep your sugar grits. You can keep the cream of wheat. You can keep the oatmeal. Yeah. I hate it all. Give me some salt and pepper and butter on my grits, and that's it.
And also for me, cheese. You know what I'm saying? Because you know,
I'm lactose intolerant though. I'll try it, but y'all might not see me for the rest of the day. I'm just saying.
You know. That's what I said. For me, it's salt, butter, pepper, you know, some shredded cheese, or American Kraft Single.
American Kraft Single that's not even cheese, brother.
American Kraft Single, brother.
That is not even cheese.
It's creamy. When it melts, when it melts, it get creamy. You know what I'm saying? So
the bullshit has got to stop. That is not. We're not putting Kraft Single. You better go go to the store.
That's gonna be your new shirt.
Ass. Yes, that's definitely gonna be a new shirt. The bullshit has to stop. Go to the store and get your ass some mild shredded cheese, cheddar cheese. Put that in your grits. Now,
look, I'm saying in a pinch. I'm saying in a pinch when you don't have the shredded cheese, because I got kids who think that shredded cheese is a standalone snack, so they steal the damn cheese and be eating shredded cheese like, you know what I'm saying, like it's free. So I'm saying, get your sliced cheese, put it on the grits. You know what I'm saying? Let it sit for about 2-3 minutes. Mix it up in there. It's gonna be nice, creamy. I'm telling you.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something right now. And as a native born Louisiana boy, I gotta add one thing to it. Got to add my shrimp. I got to have my shrimp grits. Let me tell you something. I will have shrimp grits, and I'm not a person that believes in breakfast for dinner, but I will have shrimp grits for breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snack. This is why I need to get my big ass on the treadmill right now. But shrimp grits, bruh, shrimp grits trumps all of it.
Man,
So
what is that sauce that y'all be using? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And y'all,
it's different kinds. It's different kinds. But
that is heavenly. That's heavenly.
I'm gonna say this. Because we've got a lot of folks that are not outside, that are outside the state of Louisiana on it. You can make your shrimp grits with just the shrimp. You don't have to put the extra sauce in it because I don't want y'all to fuck it up. And I don't know, but I don't want anybody coming back and saying Nick from the Zoommates told me exactly what to see. You and I can talk about it offline. I'm not going to have nobody in these internet streets saying Nick from the Zoommates told me to do this, because I've seen what y'all have done to gumbo. I've seen what y'all have done to crawfish. Look, let me tell you something. What y'all not gonna do. What you're not gonna do is fuck. I saw this lady, I swear, on the internet. I don't even know how the potatoes were black, but what she did to that gumbo should have been considered a crime. And she literally only boiled the potatoes for like 2 minutes. I'm like, bruh, the shits are crunchy as hell. I know good and well, like, so yeah.
Potatoes and gumbo? Hold on. I didn't know you potatoes and gumbo. Is that a thing?
Yeah, here's the thing though. It's not necessarily a thing. I know some people who've done it. I don't personally like it, but the problem is people outside of the state take the term gumbo and they think I've seen people put hot dogs in it and shit.
That's blasphemy. They need to have their hands cut off. No. Hot dog. Are you talking about hot dogs? Or are you talking about Kaneka or Polish sausage?
No, nigga, I'm talking about hot dogs. Like Brian, Oscar Minor Wiener, ballpark, just big. They don't even cut them either. I've seen just drop big ass. It's some of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like it's some of the craziest stuff. So I've seen people that actually make gumbo and make it well use potatoes before. Yeah. But I'm not really a big fan of that. Nobody in my family makes it with potatoes in it, but you definitely don't boil them for 2 minutes and then put the shit in there. And I'm still trying to figure out how the potatoes were black. But that's neither here nor there. So for this go hot, all that shit can go because salt grits got to stay.
Yeah, they do. Okay, this microphone is acting an ass. But
it's all good. So yeah, we got one more segment because I want to figure out what in the hell it is that Phil's trying to get me to do. This is our G&G segment.
G&G segment, okay? Look, my man Nick over here, he is a person who is into all types of nerd culture except video games. And I'm like, bro, you're missing out on like one of the best things in life. So we're going to have, I think we're going to do this once a show. We're going to try to do something to get Nick gaming. So first of all, Nick, I want to ask you, what's the deal, man? Why don't you want to game, brother? Like, I mean, what's the problem? It's good for you.
Okay. So like when I was a kid, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I was really into it. Like,
you ain't never been really into it. Yeah, I know you 20 years. You ain't never really been into it.
Yeah, it has to be a game that's based around something that I like, right? So when I was a kid, I mean, I had the usual. I had my older cousins had an Atari. That I got a Nintendo. So Mario, Super Mario, Tecmo Bowl, all that stuff. I played that, and that was cool. I got a Sega. I played Sonic. I played Mortal Kombat. But really, my Sega Genesis was the last game system that I owned. I got a Wii later on only because at the time you could play Netflix on the Wii, and I was using it to watch Orange is the New Black. But I had a wrestling game. You know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Yeah. And that's a game that you and I used to play. We used to play SmackDown versus Raw, but that was far in between. I'm just not if it's not a wrestling game, I don't really like gaming like that. So, I tried it. I tried games. I tried PC gaming. Like I had my boy years ago was trying to put me on Ethereal. Like I enjoyed that, but I probably played a combined 1 hour of Grand Theft Auto my entire life.
I don't understand you. I don't understand how you could play Grand Theft Auto and not like it. The world is damn near you can damn near do anything in that world. You can.
I mean, it's cool. It just
You can damn near sit in your house and make a podcast with Grand Theft Auto characters like we doing right here in real life, bro.
Listen,
it's great.
but see, I like gaming, but I know in the nerd culture that it's not. Mobile gaming has just become somewhat acceptable.
Yeah.
So I'll do that, but it's like I'll play stuff like Monopoly. I'll play Monopoly like once a day.
No, I'm not talking about no goddamn Monopoly, man. I'm talking about some real motherfucking. Like, I'm sorry, I just nerd shamed you.
But yeah, you nerve shade the hell out of it. But see, y'all you know what it is? It's shit like that makes me not want to do it. See, I'm playing tag with Ryan right now as we speak, brother. I want to see what you got to say about me playing tag with Ryan.
What the hell is that?
It's you don't know about Ryan?
No.
Jewel ain't old enough, bro. Oh, just wait.
Yeah. When she get older, we'll get into that type of stuff, man.
Yeah.
But right now, we just on Baby Shark, all that shit.
Listen, I'll say this much. Every time I think that I want to get a new game, I'll stop. Because I won't get a gaming system. Like right now, I have no gaming systems in my house.
Bruh, I feel like a person, like you should probably start off with like a Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean? It's portable. You know what I mean? You can take it anywhere. You can just pick it up. You can be playing it in the bathroom while you're doing your business or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I got tagged with Ryan for.
Man, look, you need something with some real abilities, man. You need to fuck with Super Mario Odyssey or something. You know what I mean? Like they got
is that like Mario Kart?
Nah, Super Mario Odyssey is almost like the Super Mario Brothers of the Switch. You know what I mean? But it's got it pays homage to the older joints. You know what I'm saying?
Can I turn into a frog and swim fast?
Yes, actually you can. You can throw a cap at stuff and then you can transform into it.
You
can actually turn into a damn T-Rex and run around the world.
You had my attention, now you have my curiosity.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. Like you literally throw your Mario cap into shit, and you can transform into that being.
But see, how much is a Nintendo Switch?
A Nintendo Switch is probably Let's go to the Google machine, and because I got mine a while ago. Let's see.
I feel like this is gonna be some bullshit.
Switch prices.
I feel like it's gonna be some bullshit.
You get a Nintendo Switch right now at Walmart for like $373. You know what I'm saying?
And therein lies the problem.
But it's portable, man. Like you can do, it's not a problem. Bro. I will, dog.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Because this is the thing. You know me, right?
Yeah.
For $373, I can get damn near 4 more high quality mics. For $370,
you only got one mouth. You can only use one mic at a time.
I'm trying to turn this to a media empire.
I feel
for $373, I can get a whole nother lighting setup in here. For $373, I can get new phone panels. I can build out another studio set. For $373, I can get another DSLR camera.
But you need to enjoy yourself sometimes, brother.
I do enjoy myself. I enjoy myself testing live streams. That's what I enjoy.
What type of shit is that? Like, I enjoy myself, doing the business within the business and doing more things for the business. No,
pretty
bro,
much. You
got to do some shit to just decompress and get away. You'll come back refreshed. I'm telling you, man. Like, let's get Nick gaming, man. You know what I'm saying? Zoommate podcast, Zoomies or whatever. I don't know what we call it.
Let's call them the Zoomies.
The Zoomies, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Zoomies. Yo, we got to get Nick gaming, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get this we got to make this happen. I need help with my arguments because apparently, you know what I'm saying, I don't game enough to make a good argument against it right now. All I can say is that it has brought so much joy to my life, and it's so many different experiences that you can get into. You know what I mean? Like And if you want to play Monopoly, that's fine. But I'm talking about, I want, you know what I'm saying? I want you to get into something that you really can dig into, something that you can get into and immerse yourself in. You can't really immerse yourself in no Monopoly, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't immerse yourself into Ryan running around with a you know, getting coins.
For for context, upon further investigation, for 373, we can get you two Behringer B1s. I'm just saying, brother. That's all. That's all.
Where you find the B1?
I had to find it.
Have shop talk.
Brother, this one is on eBay Japan. Like they are not playing with you. Yeah, this ain't no.
I need that B1.
But they got. Looks like they got it at on Musician's Friend.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But we ain't talking about no motherfucking microphones, man. We talking about getting Nick gaming right now, man. We gotta get Nick gaming, dog. I don't understand how, bro. They got a whole ass casino in Grand Theft Auto. How do you not like that game, dog?
Because I worked at a casino, nigga.
You know what?
That shit brings back bad memories,
bro. You can fly planes, trains, and automobiles, bro. Like that was a movie. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Listen, what's funny is I just like right before we got on, I just happened to be looking through Facebook, and you know how people can live stream on Facebook. I don't even know how this popped up on my timeline, but somebody was playing GTA. And they're like literally the dude is a skeleton. I'm like, we've gone there now. It used to be real people. But like, dude is a skeleton, and he's just randomly hitting people with bats and running folks over with cars. And I'm like, so is this what you're gonna do for? I watched it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, is this what you're gonna do for the whole game?
They doing everything on there, man. Like, you love wrestling, right? So they're coming out with a joint on Switch called Retromania, man. They have some deep wrestlers on there. They got like Tommy Dreamer on there. I'm talking like I'm sorry. So who was the other person? I think they had Sting on there. A couple other, you know what I'm saying? You're a really deep wrestling fan, you know what I mean? So,
but this is what's gonna happen.
NWA stuff on there, bro.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Here's the problem. I'll watch it on YouTube to kind of get a good feel of it first, and then just end up watching the whole thing on YouTube and then never playing it. That's like, bruh, I've been doing that literally since WWE switched from THQ to 2K.
Yeah,
I've been watching just the whole thing, and every time I think I'm gonna get one, I'm like, nah, I'm good because I watched the whole thing. Because in my mind, I played it on YouTube.
Dog,
so I already beat the game. What do I need to get it for?
How you know the game companies and don't play the game and be watching this stuff on YouTube? That's like, you know, that's like torture, man. You're torturing yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying? Well, that was a bad example. I'm not gonna say it, but that's torturing.
Brother, we trying not to get canceled.
We trying not to get canceled. I was about to say something that could possibly have gotten.
I already know what the hell you was about to say.
But yo, that's like us. That's like, you know what I'm saying, seeing Lamborghinis and stuff on YouTube. I'm not driving that Lamborghini, but you know what I mean? If I drove a Lamborghini, it would be a completely different and better experience than just looking at YouTube, seeing a Lamborghini run down the road. I'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. But when you in there, you'll be like, oh God, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the difference.
You actually get into it.
Here's the difference. That Nintendo Switch is gonna cost $373. YouTube cost me $15 a month.
Look, man, your entertainment is worth, you know, is priceless. The worth of your your entertainment. You need to value yourself, brother. You need to, you know what I'm saying?
I do
value yourself, King.
$15 a month. $15 a month, no ads. I do value.
Hey man, look, I ain't talking about that YouTube shit, man. I'm talking about you need to have some interactive stuff, man. You know, be interactive in the world, man. Escape the world. This world sucks. You need to escape this world sometimes and get into, you know what I'm saying, get into some other shit. That's all I'm saying, brother.
Brother, I literally watched a 45-minute video on the Shure SM7B microphone. That's my escape.
Man, I'm a recording engineer and I ain't watching no 45-minute video on no damn microphone. Not one. Like, what? You want my job? Like, what the fuck? I'm a whole recording engineer, man. I'll be watching no videos like that. nah, man, we got to get you gaming, dog. We got to get Nick gaming, dog. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, we can try it again next week, but for this week, it's a no.
Oh,
it's the no for me.
I'm gonna have a better argument next week. I'm gonna have visual aids. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have I'm gonna have YouTube links. You know, I was kind of spitballing this idea, and we getting started off on the rough edge. So I don't have it all right now, but I'm not gonna quit. We're gonna get you gaming, brother. We gonna get you. We gonna get you gaming. We gonna get you into this world, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, man. You remember, man, bro? You remember how good it felt when you played Knockout Kings back in the day, and you just knocked the nigga out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? That was a good feeling back in the day.
See,
but if you couldn't get me to do that past 2004.
Man, the graphics and the interactiveness of gaming is so much better than it was back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, man, you're running around in GTA, not as a spectator, but you running around, okay, and this motherfucker kills you, okay? So you ride around, you literally riding around looking for this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can press the little map and see where this nigga at. Then you can send a bomb to this motherfucker house. And then you kill that motherfucker, and then on the screen it says Nick has killed motherfucker who shot him and shit.
This is why Republicans think that the games are killing. This is
Look,
exactly why.
It's such a cathartic feeling, man, when you can shoot this nigga who is, you know what I'm saying, who out here terrorizing them up, because some of these motherfuckers will attack you for no reason. So when you get their ass back, oh man, the feeling of it is sweet. I'm telling you, the feeling of this shit is real sweet, man. You're gonna, man, get into it, man. That's all I'm saying. Get into it. Like, and that's just one type of game. That's just one type of game. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you get into the wrestling game, Retromania, I think you can play online. You know what I'm saying? You can wrestle motherfuckers, and it's gonna be in the style of WrestleFest, which is some shit we grew up on, which is dope. I just think you need to get into it, man. But I'm gonna have more.
We'll see
next week. I'm gonna have more material.
We'll see.
I'm gonna have more material. So let me ask you this: if they had a fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier game right now, and the shit was fire, you not playing it?
I didn't even play the in-game game.
But
I didn't even play the Avengers game.
The Avengers game is, well,
some of the stuff I saw, it was fire though.
The Avengers game was trash. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. The Avengers game was motherfucking trash. That's not
giving me any hope for the Falcon and Winter Soldier game.
I'm not, but see, that's different though. I'm saying like the Avengers game is trash for a whole nother reason. You know what I mean? It's just not good. You know what I mean? Like they stopped. I don't even think they're making any anything for it anymore. I could be wrong, nerds. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that shit. But it ain't good, man. The Avengers game is not good. I'm talking about if the shit was fire. I said if it was fire. See, key thing. So you wouldn't play it?
Probably not. Probably not.
All right, man.
We'll see. So round one goes to Nick. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. You might have to bring in some reinforcements for this one.
I'm definitely gonna bring in some reinforcements. I already got some people in the you know what I'm saying, in the chamber loaded up, ready to go.
All right, we'll see about it. But for right now, that's going to do it for this week. We appreciate everybody for checking in on our very first episode of the Zoommates podcast. Look for us next week. We're going to get through this. We got some rough and tumble spots, and we're going to work through it. But that's the thing. Look, we're two 20 plus year friends that talk this shit almost every day anyway. So we just put it on camera for y'all. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we will check y'all all same time next week. Take care.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy.